What up, ladies and gentlemen? Simple review time once again. The last review at my grandma's before I leave in a couple of hours. The fan's on, sorry, it's hotter than hell in here. And this film was basically just one of the random, a bunch of movies I've rented, but this was the most random one out of the bunch. And me and my wife, we've already been watching Evil Dead. We already watched Evil Dead 1 and 2, and I got Army of Darkness, which I'll be reviewing soon. But this one right here, I've seen before at video stores, and the library had it. And I was like, okay, it's a B flick, horror / comedy, but basically, I mean, it's comedy / horror because it's more comedy than it. And more in the third person. And that is, my name is Bruce Campbell. And I like the cover of this shit said Bruce Campbell, and then the big villain, Gwandy. It's pretty cool right here. This film is pretty entertaining. First of all, I watched some of it last night. Well, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So, I mean, I watched some of it, and I watched some that I got done just now. Because I woke up, I've been up since 7 o'clock, and it's 9:30 now. Or closer than that, I don't know. But this film it was okay. I actually liked it. Bruce Campbell's actually being himself, portraying himself in this fictional town. It's basically he's just making fun of himself in a way, since he's known as the B-movie horror and all this stuff, because it shows him being this ridiculous, dumb movie called Cave Alien, which I haven't. There's in the bonus features. There's trailers of the movies these stupid movies he's in, like these featurettes, and I haven't seen anything of it. I should have did it, but basically, let's see how it all starts before. It starts with these kids, which they go in this graveyard, which is a Chinese graveyard in this old town of Gold Lick, and it's such a B flick and it's so cheap. The gravestones are just old, like piece of fence, like wooden fence, and they're destroying everything. There are 4 goth kids, or emo / goth, or whatever, name what you want about it, dark emo idiots, and the guy, and then also, before they get there, they also get a guy and his friend in the car, and his friend, I don't know what his damn name is. What's the thing that I know? But it's his friend, him and his friend. I know I got the stuff on here. I do not have the stuff on here. But yeah, Jeff and his friend Clayton, they go out. Jeff is also a big time Bruce Campbell fan, and his friend's old Clayton's just bitch about all the movies he's in, above a Hotep and Evil Dead, and in some of these movies that he even really did, it was just making fun of him, saying that he did these films, like the Death of the Ghost or something like that, Death of the Dead or something like that. But he gets pissed off. Bruce Campbell's the greatest actor ever been, you know. And then it goes on to the graveyard, and they meet these chicks, Little Debbie and Big Debbie. And this chick is so stupid. Like, he wants to get laid with this one chick, gets nowhere. She spits in his face. Then his friend Clayton's with this Big Debbie, which he's like, on the graveyard, like, ooh, touch the booby, touching the booby. And then Jeff supposedly pulls this medallion or something out of a pendant out of this big shed, and it wakes up this guy named, this damn samurai-looking, Santa Claus-looking robot kind of damn god of the protector, and also the protector of Bean Curd, of all things. And this thing just kills at its sight. So it kills the 2 bitches, it kills his friend, and Jeff just leaves outside. He wakes up the thing. And then it cuts to Bruce Campbell making Cave Alien 2, I mean, it's so ridiculous and it's stupid as hell. He goes back to he's such an asshole to his fans and whatnot. And he goes back to it's like really they make it to a point that he's really so sleazy and cheesy and white trash, because he lives out nowhere, like where the cabin was in Evil Dead, but it's a fucking damn motor trailer, motor home with his dog, which he gets it drunk, and he's drinking all the time, and then he ends up calling his ex-wife at 3 o'clock in the morning, which his producer, his agent is Ted Raimi, that's Sam Raimi's little brother, and his agent he's I'm gonna fire you there at strip club and whatnot, and He says, I remember your birthday. You can get something for your birthday. And but later on, he's calling his wife, and then his ex-wife got something. And then fucking damn, she sends him the phone and said, "Oh, wait, show me Big Jim." She's fucking his agent, or his ex-agent, or whatnot. It goes on, and then Jeff calls Bruce and say, "Hey, we need your help. Come to Gold Lake." So he goes. They actually kidnaps him, takes him in the car, and they go to Gold Lake, and they say there's this monster, we need help to kill it. Well, Bruce thinks this is a whole movie act or something fake, but really it's real. People keep getting killed one by one. These trash rednecks is all the people they're portrayed as. And then he actually goes to the, what do I think here? But then he meets Jeff's mom, who's what the hell is her damn name? Kelly, who you find out it's his mother, and it doesn't look like. I mean, like she must have had Jeff when she was like 15, 16 maybe, because she looks young as hell. She looks like she was in her early 30s, or even upper 20s. I don't know. She looks very young. She's a good rat too. But the one, she just thinks he's just out. Everybody's all excited. He's at Gold Lake. Oh, he's a savior. Oh. Because Jeff has told everybody, oh, he's a big fan too. But, and he meets Kelly and he thinks, and stuff. But she ain't going for it. She's just like, this guy's fucking stupid. There's all these little cheesy one-liners. I can't remember one, but I can only remember one. And he's all dirty and stuff. He's been doing all these cheesy one-liners, trying to get in her panties and stuff, or whatnot, trying to get in there with her. And Jeff tries to tell her, he needs a place to stay. She's like, she points him, well, you can wash up in my tavern. And then he puts the line that's make me laugh as hell. Well, that's good, because as you can see, I'm a dirty little boy. That's gotta be one of the funniest cheesy lines in her reaction and whatnot. So, yada 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 casada, then they give him food or whatnot. They have a little dancing, they have a little incarnation, because her backstory is that her ex-husband left her and Jeff out to fucking goons, just leaving them one by one. Bruce is out there soon, but it goes to the final tension. He goes to the scene of him at the store where they're getting weapons and guns and whatnot, but he still thinks this is a fucking joke. So then it comes where they're going to meet Guandi, who they find he's an ancient protector, or was the god of protector, or something like that. And he's also the protector of Beancourt, like I said before, which you'll see in the ending. And he finally face up, and he thought, oh, this is real. You guys should have told me. And he runs like a coward little bitch. He makes himself look like an asshole, stupid ass, but it's funny as hell, because really he doesn't live. He has a house. It's just a movie. But he leaves back, and then he realizes what he's done, because his agent got him a fucking damn transgender, or almost transgender hooker. She's like, hi, I'm that famous singing prostitute. She sings this, la 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 la. If you be good, I'll give you a fuck, or something like that. And then he's like, I'm going back. So he ends up letting her go back to the town, Gold Lake, and he tells Kelly how he really feels. And because Jeff called him and said, I'm on my way to kill Guandi. He said, no, you can't do that. You'll die. And he just went up there himself. And so him and Kelly, she's throwing away the stuff that Jeff had, because he had a whole memorabilia of Bruce. He's an obsessed fan. He's an 11 fan. He's not one of those. He's a crazy fan, but he's not one of those crazy, like that kind of, like, stalking stuff. But at the very end, they go after Guandi, and they have dynamite, so they put dynamite in this little shed that he's in, and then they find this Chinese person. I forgot. Ted Raimi plays him. He's been in there before, because it showed him before that. He told me what they were talking about in the city hall meeting, but he's supposedly the protector of Beancourt, and this guy was in the Kelly went in their shed, and he's been in there the whole time. This guy lives in the graveyard supposedly, and that Guandi hasn't been in there and killed him until now. I mean, stupid. So she takes the Beancourt. She's like, are you here for me? It's like, no, I'm here for that. She takes that Beancourt and throws it. So they distract him, because they throw it Guandi, they throw it at him, and whatnot. And then Bruce has a standee of himself, and so he's gonna put him there and he's just gonna blow it up. But it doesn't work, because he's not that stupid. And so Bruce goes in himself and whatnot, and then they just blow it up with him in there, thinking, oh, what would Bruce Campbell do? And they blow it up. Miraculously, he gets out of there. And then it cuts to where Gwandi's back. You put the men down and back in place, and then he's totally back. It's like, what? And he goes, ah! And then it says, cut, cut. And it's Bruce, and he gets up and the screen, and like he's watching with his producers, with Ted Raimi and stuff and everybody, and he says, why can't, that's stupid as hell. That's going to piss all the fans. Why can't we have a happy ending? And all right. And then it just switches back to him and Kelly and Jeff, like in him in like a Hugh Hefner looking suit, her with a whole secretary kind of outfit, with a house they're in a standing room, set room of a house and everything. And here comes Jeff looking, oh, I just got accepted to Harvard, Mom and Dad, ha ha ha. And then he goes back to the theater and says, hey, that was a good movie. And now it's on the screen he's watching, that Gwandi character just comes out, rah, ah, and that's how it ends. But all said and done, do I recommend this film? If you want to see some cheesy B-movie fashion, and also if you're a big Bruce Campbell fan, pick it up, rent it, buy it, or whatever. Rating though, C. Yeah, I mean, it just gets a C in my book. It's average. It's just a B film. So, but that's it for my grandparent at my grandma's house once again for these reviews. I got a bunch of films in this duffel bag, and we'll be reviewing them soon. So, have a fun time. Have a good time. Peace out. This is STS, and we'll see you for another simple review. Bye.